Hello and welcome to the PV Tech Newscast. The majority of stories this edition come of course from the Solar Power International exhibition held in the US last week, which was said to be very upbeat as the American PV market continues to boom and the US is set to become one of the key markets globally over the next few years. But first, the new quarterly report from NPD Solarbuzz suggests that PV module production might hit the 50 gigawatt milestone in 2014. This analysis follows on from Solarbuzz's recent major forecast update of global end demand reaching at least 45 gigawatts next year and potentially 55. It also highlights the significant recovery in the PV industry after 2 years of overcapacity. NPD Solarbuzz has previously noted that the effective capacity in the industry was around 45 gigawatts. The projection that module production could reach 50 gigawatts means that major manufacturers are expected to add capacity next year to meet strong demand or lose market share. The market research firm said that manufacturers were already planning to increase module production by 25% in 2014 to 49.7 gigawatts of modules, compared to the 39.7 gigawatts of modules being produced in 2013. With controlled capital spending expected to target adding module assembly capacity, dedicated Tier 1 solar cell manufacturers are expected to add capacity proportionally to meet integrated module manufacturers' increased production. Spending on capital equipment is therefore expected to recover in the first half of 2014, with capacity coming on stream in the second half of the year to meet the typically strong second half period. Although capital spending is expected to increase in 2014, selective purchases, especially in the module assembly sector, will be the norm. However, should demand continue to increase in 2015, there is a possibility that a broad-based capacity expansion phase will occur across the entire manufacturing supply chain. This year, the 10th Solar Power International exhibition held in Chicago drew together more than 15,000 installers, developers, contractors, builders, engineers and more. The event featured sessions on all the big issues for the solar industry, from distributed generation and the future of net metering to energy storage. Here's a very brief roundup of some of the products launched this year. 3M Renewable Energy debuted its latest backside busbar tape, 4706, which allows manufacturers to eliminate silver-based backside busbars, enabling cost savings and protecting against the volatility of silver prices. Enphase launched their 4th generation microinverter into commercial markets. SolarEdge displayed an extended line of single-phase solar inverters. Renasol America unveiled their simple trapezoidal sheet metal mounting system. Sungrow were bullish on the US market as it released a whole line of products, including a 30 kilowatt string inverter, an 800 kilowatt central inverter, and a 16 string combiner box with string level monitoring. Full details of these product releases and more are available at the PV Tech website. Opinion from the show floor is that the US will continue to grow as a major hub for PV installations. According to GTM Research, cumulative PV capacity will surpass 10 gigawatts by the end of 2013. Importantly, both the residential and utility scale markets continue to build momentum, and the commercial sector, which lagged far behind, is also showing improved conditions, driven by high-profile corporations such as Walmart, Apple and Intel increasingly relying on solar energy for corporate purposes. GTM Research is forecasting PV installations in the US to reach 4.4 gigawatts in 2013, up from 3.3 gigawatts in 2012. This means the US has generated an overall annual growth rate of 30%. And finally, it's been an event-packed week for REC. While REC management has revealed that demand for both its polysilicon and PV modules remains strong in the third quarter of 2013, the company will be undergoing a major management reshuffle as Chief Executive Ole Enger steps down in December after 4.5 years in the role. The company, which officially splits into separate companies at the end of this week, reported quarterly revenue of 705 million Norwegian kroner, around 115 million US dollars. REC Silicon reported third quarter revenues of 738 million Norwegian kroner, up 56% from 498 million in the previous quarter, despite the introduction of preliminary anti-dumping duties on solar-grade polysilicon in China. The company said that the 56% increase in polysilicon sales volume was due to the strong demand they'd experienced for granular or FBR polysilicon. REC Solar reported a slight revenue decline from the previous quarter due to lower shipments and slightly lower selling prices, partly offset by continued cost reductions. Module sales volume was down 8% compared to the previous quarter, mainly due to inventory build and a 5% decline in ASPs. The company noted that REC Solar continues to hold a strong market position in Asia and that significant volumes were shipped to a limited number of customers in the region during the quarter. And that's all for this week. Make sure you join us next Tuesday, and in the meantime you can check on the PV Tech website and our Twitter feed for all the latest PV news. Thanks for watching.